Welcome back to Gear for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 993, we're going to talk about the most powerful tribe that's ever existed. That's right, I'm finally doing Oxen. Bruse, Tarl, Roving Ranch is a 4-mana 4/3 that says, Oxen you control have double strike. I know, this was on the top of their list to make Oxen viable. I don't know that they have. Anyway, when Bruse Tarl enters the battlefield or attacks, so he's like a Titan in that way, exile the top card of your library. If it's a land card, make a 2/2 Ox token. Otherwise, you may cast it until the end of your next turn. So it's card advantage either way. But if it's a land, now your exile, the card's gone. If it's a land, but you get an Ox. So there are not a whole lot of Oxes. I have gone back, and some of the old cards have been retconned to be Oxen. So we'll get to that here in a minute. It's a Boros tribe, but it's not your typical Boros tribe. Okay, so let's get our ramp, shall we? Ramp, mana fixing, whatever we want to call it. We have a Soul Ring and a Wayfarer's Bauble. Arcane Signet, Talisman of Conviction, Boros Signet, Letter of Acceptance, Felwar Stone, and I consider Smothering Tithe a ramp spell. Yes, it costs 4 mana, but it pays off so much. I don't think I've ever seen anybody not get the 4 mana back, right? And then, of course, a Mana Geyser. Mana Geyser is great for that big turn where you want to do a whole lot of stuff, and it scales wonderfully with the game. The more players there are, the better Mana Geyser is. So, card draw, not a lot here. We have Staff of Nim, and we have Reforge the Soul, because, let's face it, we are playing Boros, and we're going to run out of cards. So, discarding nothing to draw 7 is pretty good. But, enough's enough. Let's talk about the Oxen. That's right. We have Giant Ox. I know you've always wanted to give the 0/6 double strike, so it can deal 0 twice. That's right. What about this big old 4-mana Inquisitor's Ox? I love the unsung tribes and tribes that people consider terrible. It's a 2/5. It has words on it, but it's a 2/5 Ox, right? That's what we're here for. I believe the first Ox, Raging Bull. Bulls were retconned to be Oxen. 3-mana 2/2 vanilla. It's kind of sweet. The Yoked Ox. Here we go with another 0 power. How about the Bartered Cow? McKindy Ox. We got Landfall. That's right. You get to tap something. And holy cow. It's an Ox Angel. Okay, sure. Some of these cards I didn't really realize were Oxes till I started looking. Arc Runner. Not that it got a whole lot of play anyway, but a 5/1 haste with double strike is not bad. You only get it for 1 turn, but, hey, potentially, that's 3 mana, 10 damage. Putheros's Emissary, also an Ox. Killerfield Ox, 2/4 vanilla. Yeah, that's right. We have the Ox of Agonis. Now, we do have some things that we're going to call honorary Oxes, like Changelings. Now, this one is actually great. Tari Mauler is perfect because even in the art, it's yeah. So, but these are all creature types. So anything that says destroy all squirrels or all mutant ninja turtles, they're all going to die. But anyway, with a tribe like Oxes, you gotta supplement with some Changelings. The Changeling Hero, big old joker. The Firebelly Changeling, Aven Changeling. We got flying Oxes, y'all. So what's up? We got the Barkform Harvester, brand new from Bloomborough. not bad for 3 mana. Then, of course, Mirror Entity. Mirror Entity in a deck that gives your tribe double strike is just, that's winning right there. That's, you've living right if you got those two pulled. And of course, Metallic Mimic, it's a great card. You know, we're going to obviously choose Oxen. But now, Oxen needs some help, right? Because y'all saw a couple of them creatures had 0 power. So, rally the ranks, you know. Anything that says choose that creature type. A Door of Destinies. Door of Destinies kind of fits nicely in here. I like Door of Destinies for the middle to expensive tribes. I've seen a lot of people use them like elves, merfolk, goblins, and I don't like using it for that, because by the time you get your 4 mana to play your Door of Destinies, you've done played out most of your tribe. So the more expensive tribes, you know, yeah. We got our Patchwork Banner, which is a great mana rock. I mean, it's an Anthem mana rock. Okay. Vanquisher's Banner is really good, you know, card draw and an Anthem. Speaking just Marshall's Anthem, I love Marshall's Anthem. I will hold on to it because you know the board wipe is a coming, right? Anytime it's a go wide creature strategy, you have to be kind of prepared for the board wipe that's eventually going to come. Which is why I have the next 3 cards. This ability is like, well, look at that. We have a common, an uncommon, and a rare. My favorite is the common, though. Rootborn Defenses. The know my creatures are not going to die to your board wipe thing, because it populates and we have tokens. We have the Make a Stand. It makes them +1 and indestructible. Not that it matters, the +1 most of the time, because I'm going to use it to just save my dudes from a board wipe. And then Unbreakable Formation. Now, we can, with Conjurer's Closet, we can blink out Bruse and put him back in, since it does happen at end step, so he ain't perpetually sick as if it was an upkeep trigger. But that way he kind of Suedo has, you know, every turn doing that stuff, or twice, because he'll attack earlier in the turn, and then you'll blink him and he'll do it again. Maybe to make some of those Ox tokens. Well, continuing on with the let's make Oxes better, let's just give them abilities they shouldn't have, like Menace. Goblin War Drums, it's great. Shared Animosity, even if it's +2, that's still amazing for Oxes, right? We have a Savage Beating, because, you know, there's nothing like getting a Savage Beating from some Oxes. The Great Train Heist. Yeah, we're probably gonna, probably gonna take another turn, or under the combat. And then, of course, Fire Emancipation and City on Fire is going to just triple the damage, so even Oxes will be able to do something. Now, I have a 2 arms in here. It is another one of those surprise blocker cards, because it looks like they're, you know, you're open when you have this, and you get to draw a card to replace it. That's what I love about 2 arms so much. Also got 2 panic buttons in Ethereal Haze and Holy Day, because for some reason people don't expect them. They surely don't. But a lot of times that can buy you 1 turn, and people will know that. Well, if I don't kill him this turn, he wins. And then so they overcommit to the combat, and then you Holy Day, and then you get to crack back, and yeah. So we have removal. We have Rip Apart, which I love. Ride Down, I consider that removal. Chaos Warp. Shattering Pulse, that's seen better days. Depopulate. Fumigate. Because, I mean, I'll run the board wipes, because let's face it, it's not too hard to get out-creatured playing Oxes. The hardcore creature decks, the squirrels, the elves, the whatever, just about any other tribal deck is going to out-creature you, so you have to deploy your stuff in time. And it's not that big of an ask, because most of your Oxes start on, like, turn 4. So it's not that big of an ask to wait till turn 5, blow everything up, and then you can start playing Oxes. Because they've got all their stuff out of their hand by then. Of course, Path to Exile, Sword to Plowshare, Pyroblast, because there again, nobody sees Pyroblast coming in Commander. But it's great against that blue player. Disenchant, Lightning Helix, Vandal Blast. And I know what you're thinking, Brian, you got to have it in there, right? Yes, I do. Bovine Intervention, baby. Destroy target artifact or creature. Its controller makes a 2/2 white Ox. Now, I would be lying if I told you I've never shot my own artifact to get an Ox. So anyway, we'll go to our non-basic lands. Pretty standard fare for Boros, Evolving Wilds, Ash Baron, Myriad Landscape, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Needleverge, well, I say Needleverge Pathway, the other side's the White Pathway. Restless Biovac. It turns into an Ox, y'all. Into an Ox. Yeah. It's great. Battlefield Forge, Temple Triumph, Windscarred Crag, Boros Garrison. By the way, thank you, Mr. Chris Thompson. Y'all know him as MTG Ghoul Dude. If y'all are not subscribed to him, he has a YouTube channel where he talks about zombies in Magic the Gathering. And he donated this card to the cause. I didn't have the sticker handy. I appreciate it, Chris. Y'all need to go subscribe to him. But Boros Garrison. Then, Arid Mesa, Elegant Parlor. I'm telling you, I didn't think Murders was as bad of a set as everybody said. It's the only set that I can remember that has 10 rare dual land, the whole cycle in one set. Most time we get 5 and then 5. But it's got 10. And there's some other good cards in there, but just the lands alone. And then, of course, our Sacred Peaks. And that's what we got from Bruce Tarl. I know y'all weren't ready for all that power, but I gave it to you anyway. Anyway, that's what we've got for today. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. And I'm terrible at selling myself, so if you're watching 13 minutes into an Ox video, yeah, go ahead and subscribe down there, or there's a good chance you already have. Anyway, thank y'all so much. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.